When Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Wednesday. Boom. All right, you got me on that one? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. The Starter Heyman text line, 402-464-5685. Want to be a part of what we're doing, and you can. Hit us up. Good afternoon, good morning, good day, sir. All those things, all appropriate. We will respond and include you in what we're discussing and having conversation. Got a full one for you. Anthony Lionheart Smith will join us. We will also have Jamie Gordon from the American Volleyball Coaches Association, who's, of course, they kick off the volleyball weekend. It's going to be a busy one down in the Haymarket. PBA, of course, you got 3 days of matches, and then open volleyball courts, etc. Down at the Haymarket. Should be a fun one. You can follow on all the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. If you have not, and there's a thing that happened a couple of times since I got back from Chicago that I need to share with folks, just as a kind of reminder. But also Saturday, we will be at Wordstock, Antelope Park. We're going to be down from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Some special guests will roll through. Of course, I expect that Peter Ferguson will be down there, him and his crew. But we also know that from 10 to noon, it'll be one-on-one. From noon to 2, it'll be Dr. Chatters and his guests, and we've got special readers. We have folks who are going to read to. We have folks who are going to read to the young folks who are going to be at Wordstock, and we were informed yesterday and confirmed yesterday that the 3 readers that we are aware of, it'll be at 10:30. It'll be Kayla Starr from Nebraska Bowling at 12:30. It will be national champion Ridge Lovett, and at 12:45 it'll be Husker gymnast great Emma Spence. So it's going to be quite the load if you're going to be around. And again, it's a great book share, great opportunity as well. Plenty to occupy yourselves. And for all of you with young folks in your family and readers, the value of putting books in their hands is of importance. And we'll share some of that in the final segment here today, but inviting you down there Saturday to do that. Jake Bakoven, kind sir, if you would please set the tone and the temperature for the room. Let's prepare.
Snaps Mutapchic's head back with that right hand. Oh! Drops him with the elbow! Oh, Mutapchic in trouble. Anthony Lionheart Smith with a huge win tonight.
His name is Anthony Smith. They call him Lionheart. Kind sir, what'd it do?
What's going on, dude? Long time no see, my friend. I feel like it's been like 3 days.
Yeah, 3 whole days. Chicago was exceptional. Got to spend some time again with your amazing family, watching you sweat in the TV box.
Okay, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, that's top of the list, bro. That looked uncomfortable at a level that I wanted no parts of.
Oh, dude, I don't know what is happening with. I don't know if it's me. I don't know what's going on. I have been on fire these last couple shows that I've worked. I've just been so hot. You know what I did? I went on Amazon and I bought a couple of these little private fans, these little personal fans you hang around your neck.
Yeah.
I used to make fun of DC and Shale all the time because they got assistants and their assistants travel with nothing but like a laptop and about 5 rechargeable fans. And I would say, oh, look at these old guys.
Right.
And their fans and their unregulated body heat. And here I am sweating through a $2,000 suit.
Like it was there. Like I walked by and Bach, so they had him up. It's funny thing. So I texted him to let him know that I'm in the building. And he sends me a screenshot. He takes a picture.
Yeah, zoom-in picture.
A zoom-in picture from wherever they're broadcasting from. So then afterwards, I'm trying to figure out. Okay,
well, and the pictures of him. Like I find where he's sitting and I zoom in as close as I can get.
You know, and I'm trying to figure out afterwards, okay, so where did he have to be to take this picture? Because this is where they're broadcasting from. And we take the elevator up to it. And I mean, the doors open, Bach, and it felt like a sauna.
Oh, it was so hot.
It felt like a sauna. And I said, okay, he is struggling. Like, this is a tough time.
Your boy was hot.
Your boy was hot. Time. You know, plus you light skin, so it showed up. It showed up, bro. It was like, okay, here was there. Let's go through, because there are a couple of things from UFC 319 that are of importance. And I find it interesting that there are pockets. Bach and I always talk about in sports, there's 3 pockets to every vantage and opinion, that those that believe a thing, the opposite thing, and then folks who land in the middle and go, okay, we'll go to where the facts tell us. The thirds for this thing was, in watching Chimaev handle his business, a third is, that is a master's class.
Mm-hmm.
It's a master's class. There's a third on the opposite end of the spectrum. Is like, I don't want to watch somebody wear somebody like a rug for 25 minutes. We don't want to see it. You don't want to do it. Then the third in the middle will go, you know what? Quite frankly, it's impressive to watch anybody do something that good. But yeah, ideally, there's some folks who watch UFC who just want to watch people get knocked out and submitted. Where do you stand on his performance? What, from the professional standpoint, what did you see?
Well, I'll give you my take on it from a consumer, and from an athlete.
Yep.
As a consumer, you have 2 jobs. You have to do one of them. If you do both of them, that's great. You have to win, and you have to be exciting. Now, if you win and you're not exciting, we can kind of write that off and say, well, you did get the win. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But you can only do a couple of those. You only get a couple of those, because Anderson Silva, exciting and was winning. As soon as he had a boring performance, and we said, well, you know, everyone gets one. And then he had another one. And we're like, wait a second. Now people start turning on him. GSP had a very similar situation. Demetrius Johnson kind of had the same kind of thing through his entire career.
Yeah, it's a whole career.
But Khamzat's been exciting up to this point. So I think we can give him 1.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a competitor, if you're doing something that's working, he's not doing nothing about it. Do I expect Khamzat Chimaev to do more than he needs to do to be exciting to appease me and potentially put himself in danger, and he loses the title and millions of dollars, and he's got this compound in Chechnya that he's taking care of his whole entire family. He's the breadwinner for like 20 people.
This dude was working at a chicken factory. He tells the story. It's crazy.
And now he's got a compound where he does this video. He said, well, that the big one, that one's mine. My mom is over here. My brother's over here. My brother's family's over here. Like, he's responsible for all of those people. So he's pulled them all out of the mud with him. Do I expect him to go outside of himself and take a risk that he doesn't need to take to appease me? No. Okay, realistically, as fans, that's what we're saying.
Right. Right.
That's what we want. As an athlete myself, what he did, I just want you guys to think about something. What he did is so hard to do. To be in a UFC title fight and to essentially 10-8 round your opponent without really hurting him.
The world champion.
The champion of the world. This guy beat Israel Adesanya. This guy beat Robert Whittaker. This guy beat Sean Strickland twice. He beat Brad Tavares. He beat Derek. I mean, the list goes on of the people that Dricus du Plessis beat. Hamzat went in there and sunned him, picked him up, put him on the ground, and didn't. You know how hard it is to hold a grown man down that knows what he's doing? Another black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know how hard that is to hold him down for 25 minutes? That's
to not
crazy.
Get hit. I mean, I think
that's crazy.
You're talking about, I mean, 27 strikes total. The whole bout. And you just go, okay. Like,
I could try to land only 27 strikes in a fight and I would struggle. It's hard. It's hard to only in 25 minutes. You could fall down and land two.
It was just amazing to watch. And the crowd, again, it fell in pockets, right? To understand what it was.
Fourth round, they started to turn on him a little bit.
Well, because it was, how's he going to finish this thing? Mm-hmm. And not in that, is he going to be aggressive, but can he finish this? We want to see. Look, we fully get that. Again, a third of the crowd is all bloodthirst.
For sure.
Right. It's full
Just
bloodlust. Right.
Just bleed.
Right. And it becomes a thing. And if you saw DDP afterwards, there was plenty. Because he took a beating down there, even in short form.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't violent, but it was certainly purposeful.
Well, there's this argument about significant strikes. You guys at home right now, or wherever you have your car, you tell me what kind of punch in the face is significant and which one is insignificant.
From the best in the world, from the best. Bach, how many times would you, if I said, listen, I'm going to pay you a substantial amount of money to let Anthony insignificantly strike you 500 times, what is your response to that, sir?
500 times.
Like, your wife wouldn't recognize you.
They're saying he landed 400 insignificant punches. I want to know who makes the definitions for significant versus not significant.
A professional fighter has never thrown an insignificant punch.
I can't. In 20 years, in DP in 20 years, I can't think of a time I threw an insignificant punch.
You know, he weighed in at 183.
Yeah, allegedly.
But what did he? Yeah, and then that's a whole other conversation.
It's a whole different conversation,
right? Was that the commissioner had a really tough Friday morning at the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Like, it was a tough day.
He's having a tough Wednesday because people won't stop talking about
it. He couldn't get it right, and the fighters are telling him, "Hey, look, man, unless I gain 3 pounds walking from the back of the curtain to the front, because I need for you to explain to people the Thursday night, Friday morning weigh-in process and how often you as a fighter and your team check your weight. You know, before you know what you weigh when you go to sleep, you know what you weigh when you wake up, you know what you weigh before you get on the elevator.
Your scale is the worst fight of the week. Your fight with the scale is the worst one. So throughout the week, you check in Tuesday. So I'll just give my numbers as an example so you guys get an idea. So I fight at 205 pounds. We get a 1 pound weight allowance that puts me, I can weigh in at 206 pounds on the dot or below.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, when I check in, I'm probably 226, 227-ish on Tuesday. So by Friday morning, I have to be 206. Throughout the week, we're getting our workouts in. Now, I personally, a lot of people do too, but I personally hire a team. So there's a nutritionist team. They were formerly called Perfecting Athletes. They're called something else now. And I still, to this day, I hung out with them in Chicago. We went out to dinner. It was great. But their job is only to get me on weight. It's 100% their job. They cook every single meal, every single thing that goes in my body, for the entire week is from them. I don't put anything else in my body. So the meals are all, they manipulate your sodium intake, they manipulate your carbs and your protein, and then it's this big algorithm and this big mathematical equation that they get me down as low as they can. Thursday, I'll typically weigh, from Tuesday to Thursday, they'll get me from we'll just say 225 for an even number. They'll usually get me to like 215, 217 ish. I think my last fight I was a little heavier, so it was probably 218 Thursday night. Now at like 4 or 5 o'clock, we start the weight cut. We get a workout in. I did the last one a little different, but generally you get your workout in. So I would go from 218 to, 213 or 214 after my training session. And then from then I have to get to from 214 to 206. Now I historically have used the bath. When I was younger, I used the sauna. Now we get these suites and we get these huge tubs and we fill them. We manipulate the pH in the water and the salt content, and we fill it with as much Epsom salt as we can get to dissolve in the water, almost to where I'm almost floating. And then they get it to the perfect temperature, not too hot where you can't handle it and you're going to overheat, but hot enough that your body temperature is going to rise and you're going to sweat. Now, 2 things happen. You're sweating out, but also the salt and the difference from the salt content in your body to the salt that's in the water is pulling all the water and salt out of your body. And then we do that until you weigh 206 pounds.
And it's, Bach, again, just don't want to bury the lead. Anthony, you walk around at what? Like in your fighting days, you're walking around at
same as I am now, 240.
240, right? Training, the camp leading up to before you get to Fight City and to get to 225.
Yeah, I've already gone from 240 to 225.
And then he said Tuesday, Bach. Tuesday, he's at 225, and Friday morning, he's at 205. So there are listeners right now with pad and pen, and they want to know there are people who are going to their high school reunions. There are people who are planning weddings and need to get into it. Right. There are people that are going, Anthony Smith, you are giving a master's class. Please help us, sir.
Well, you got to remember, though, there's a difference between losing weight and cutting weight.
Right.
Because I've gone from 240 to 225 on Tuesday, 225 to 205 by Friday morning. By Saturday night, I'm 235.
That part. So again, the dietary consumption still exists because you've still got to put fuel in the tank.
For sure.
Right. So Tuesday through Friday morning, there's a diet that is very specific. And then make weight at 205, 9:30 on a Friday morning. Let the people know, and then what?
And then we go hard. Then we go hard because we have to. Well, I've already dehydrated myself about 20 pounds, so I need to replace that water. And that's the worst part of the process because by the time you're on weight, you're not even hungry. You don't even want to eat. You're just dying of thirst. But you have to add so much salt and electrolytes, and you're not really drinking water. You're drinking stuff you could chew on.
Yeah,
it's awful. So, and then your stomach starts to flip, and you start feeling sick, so I spend most of that morning in bed, just feeling awful. Recovering because it's tough. It's a tough process.
Like Bach,
I've thought about my life deeply.
Make some decisions. You having conversations with yourself.
Having conversations with I'm telling you, I was getting ready to fight John Jones. I remember thinking during the weight cut, man, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore.
Which you're gonna fight the best fighter to walk the planet ever.
The weight cut will break you. The weight cut will break you. When you get to there's a moment that happens during the weight cut where you, in your head, you're doing this sweating thing, and sometimes you have to switch your tactics because maybe the water's not working anymore. So you put the sauna suit on, you're on a bike, and you start to sweat. You get in the sauna, you're out of the sauna, you're moving around, just trying to keep it coming off. And then a moment hits you, and you go, I got to be on. I can feel it. I know. I'm 206. I'm on. And then you step on the scale, and it says 208 and a half. Usually when that happens, the team will leave.
Because things get moved.
Well, I need a minute. I'm gonna need a minute. Like my wife and kids are like, whoo, kids, step outside.
Hello. Hey.
Step, you need to give your dad 10 minutes.
There's some word combinations.
He's about to flip out. And you start questioning science. You start questioning the scale. You're like, I don't know who made this scale, but this is wrong.
the combination to
crazy.
watch and Bach, there's a thing that happens in watching the most elite athletes in the world struggle to make it up those little steps, those 4 steps to get to the scale. Their fighters Friday morning, it is a problem.
They're different people. I'm telling you, there's people that you guys have seen on TV and you've thought, man, that I'd be so afraid. That guy's so tough. Look at him. He's a monster. What a savage. That's the best dude in the world. The night before, he was laying on the floor of a sauna, sucking the cool air out of the bottom of the door. Just to make it. Just to survive.
Fuck.
He's begging for ice cubes from his team one at a time. He gets 1 or 2 every hour just so he doesn't jump off a cliff.
Just for an ice cube.
That man was a coward not that long ago. And I'm not talking about anyone else. I'm talking. That's been me. I've been the guy at the bottom of the sauna door, sucking the cool air out of the bottom of the door just so I can stay in it, and then begging for them. Give me a minute break. Like you'll start real tough. At the beginning of the cut, you get in the sauna, you be like, man, come on. I'm gonna do 30 in, 5 out. So you're 30 in the sauna, 5-minute break. 30. By the end of it, when you're trying to cut that last 2 pounds, you're lucky if you can do 5 and 1.
Bach, go ahead.
I'll stare at the clock.
Bach, you had a question.
And then people start lying to you too. You're like, how much longer I got left in there? They say 35 seconds. You count to 35 in your head. They're like, 30 more. You want to break everything.
We fighting everybody.
So you're saying by Saturday night after the weigh-in, when you actually start fighting, what weight would you think you'd be at? Do you have to still be that same weight?
No, like 230.
So what is, I guess from the outsider, what's the whole song and dance then? What's it for?
Because the idea is that we're trying to keep the fights fair. So we're trying to keep everyone the same size. Now, what's happened over time is the same thing that happens in wrestling. People are gaming the system and they're weight bullies. So ideally, when I weigh 240 pounds, I would fight a heavyweight because the heavyweight limit is 265. Well below that limit, I'll just fight at my natural weight. The problem is the guys that fight at 265 pounds and below at heavyweight weigh 300. Derek Lewis is 300 pounds. Brock Lesnar was 315, 320. Cyril Gahn is 300 pounds. Francis Gahn is I know at least 10 heavyweights that are 300 pounds plus. Now the guy, I'm 240 naturally at 205. I'm not anywhere close to the largest light heavyweight. I seen Johnny Walker 3 weeks ago. It's 250. He fights Saturday.
Massive human being.
He fights on Saturday.
That is a massive human being.
Massive.
Like
I'm nowhere close to the biggest guy. So I would move up and fight guys the same size as I'm fighting now.
Is there any call to create another division?
That's always been a thing.
Right? Like it just seems to me that the leap between 205,
we'll look at 170 to 185. And then 185 to 205. That's a huge jump.
And then 205 to 260 to heavyweight and go, that's a lot of human.
Right.
And there's a vastness behind it.
The greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic, is my size. That's why it's so amazing that he was so good. Because when he fought Francis Ngannou the first time, he weighed in at like 230.
Ngannou is another specimen. Like
They say that guy's in his 30s. I don't believe it. There's no way.
Tell me.
It's like these Brazilians. They do the same thing. You see these Brazilians. And I'm not talking bad about Brazilians.
No.
Me and Brazilian people and their entire culture, we get along great. They love me in Brazil.
Yeah.
But I might joke with them all the time. Like, how old are you?
Really?
You mean to tell me that Big Nog, they're saying now, is just about to turn 40? Come on.
Like he was fighting when he was 7.
That's what they say. He was saying Big Nog was 40 when I started fighting. That was 20 years ago. Or you just look at some of these guys, you're like, there's no way. And a lot of it's not their fault because a lot of them weren't born in hospitals. They're living in favelas and they do very natural
programmed into the system, right?
They do natural births on the side of mountains.
So
they don't actually know how old they are.
Yeah. From the text, so essentially you're 205 pounds for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, less.
Like it really is.
As soon as it says 206, I'm on the scale. It's minutes.
And to explain to folks that Chimaev fighting in the 185-pound weight class that DDP literally had a grown 230-pound man.
Yeah. 215 for sure.
Yeah.
At a minimum.
Yeah. And his journey through this thing is pretty amazing. Like, here's what's funny to me that we don't spend enough time telling the stories of the fighters, because there are no two journeys to the UFC that are identical. There just aren't any. And these are remarkable stories.
Right. I had this argument all week. We're not telling the Chase Hooper story right. We're not telling it because everyone is saying like, oh, look at this nerdy kid. This is Ben Askren's son. He's just grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth. This boy was left for dead. No parents, a lot of addiction, a lot of abuse. He was skipping school and going to the jiu-jitsu gym because it was the only place he was safe. And then now he's got no family of his own, really. He meets this sweet girl.
She was so proud, even with the bad results. She was so proud.
Look at where he's at.
Right.
So like he meets this sweet girl and she's got this amazing family and they just adopt him. Like he's one of you're dating her, but you're one of us now. And now he's got this amazing family. Now they're married. They got a baby. Like, why are we not telling that story?
It was a part of meeting in Chicago, meeting with some folks, some of the folks who were doing the corporate work behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And with new companies looking for new type of content and they need new thoughts, different. And I was asked the question, I said, what would you do? And I said, well, here's what I want to do with Anthony. That I want Anthony and these fighters to tell these stories, because literally you could go through the entire roster of the UFC, the entire roster of Bellator. You can go through the local fights and tell the stories of these folks. And it is riveting to know, one, what we're capable of as humans,
right?
Two, how we engage friction, and then how we succeed from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's the $1 million idea, and I'm giving it to you in public, but you telling the stories that in an hour or 2 hours where you simply tell the story, you pick a UFC fighter and you tell the story. The Cormier story is ridiculous.
Right.
Right.
I mean, think our guy, Bobby Green, that was on the card. Unfortunately, he didn't fight. You want to talk about a story. That guy's life was saved by this.
Just the value behind it. And this is why we were talking to Tommy Arciaga from the Complex Group. I'm like, you don't understand. And he says, to have you talk to some of those fighters, just to remind them, and listen, they're all ahead of where you were at this time.
For sure.
Right. And if
I've been all of them. I fought right here in Lincoln at the Pershing, was where I made my professional debut. I fought on the streets in an outdoor event. I've been at a festival for like $4
like a sandwich.
I've been right here. I was right here with them.
Oh man. We're gonna go to break. We'll come back. Anthony Lionheart Smith. More here on One on One.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Play ball! Pitch the perfect idea for a family outing or date night with tickets to the next Salt Dogs game. Nothing says summer fun like an action-packed evening at Haymarket Park. Come root for the home team with a hot dog and a cold drink. Plus, visit saltdogs.com to learn about special events and promotions, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the thrill and excitement of a Salt Dogs win. Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Link to Literacy's third annual Wordstock event will be at Antelope Park on Saturday, August 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a community book swap festival with fun for the entire family and for all ages. Enjoy food trucks, kids' activities, a reading corner with celebrity narrators, including Brian Helton, President and CEO, Director of Parks and Recreation, UNL athletes, and more. And of course, free books for all kids and adults. Go to linktoliteracy.org to get the full story and then make your plans to attend Wordstock.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: patchy fog possible this morning, a slight chance of rain this afternoon. Otherwise, should see mainly sunny skies with a high around 90. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light variable winds with a high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh man, welcome back. One-on-one. The journey continues. Anthony Lionheart Smith joins us from the text line. Hey, Bach, we have a read that we need to get in as well. That's okay. We'll get it in. We'll get it in the next segment. We'll get it at the top of the next segment. But from the text line, Hammond Bean says this. He says, can you give us a little Joe Ellenberger story if you know?
I love a good Joe Ellenberger story. I don't know that I have any like really, really fun. Well, I'm actually going to be sitting down with him soon. But, actually, Joe and Jake were kind of essential parts in my growth through this entire journey that I ended up on. Because in Nebraska, we don't have these big super gyms and huge names, and so you don't actually ever really know where you are until you get into these bigger super gyms with these big names and rooms, and then you can kind of gauge yourself. But I had no like way into any of those places. I can't especially back then. Now it's different, but back then you couldn't just show up at a Greg Jackson's and they just let you train. You couldn't just show up at American Top Team and they would let you train. But Jake had already, he'd gotten in early. He'd beaten Pele pretty early. He'd been in Bellator. And so he was a pretty big name. And, Joe was wrestling and then, started fighting. And he, they ended up both signed to the UFC. But this is before Joe got signed and Jake was on his kind of, I guess, getting close to a title run. He never ended up getting one, but got really close. And he was living in Orange County. And so every single time he would take a fight, Joe would go out and he would spend a lot of time with Jake. And then they would go fight. So I was training with Joe all the time in Omaha. So then Joe said, you want to come to Orange County? And I said, yeah, of course. So they take me. I had a fight coming up in Strikeforce. And so they took me, they kind of took me under their wing and allowed me into these rooms that I wouldn't ever have been allowed in before. So I ended up at the Reign Training Center. That's where I first met Chael P. Sonnen. That's where I met Michael Bisping. That's where I met, Mayhem Miller was there. Just the list of names goes on and on and on. And then we ended up at King's, and that's where I met Rafael Cordero and Babalu and Jacare. And so I was able to train in all these places that with kind of built-in credibility already. I was trusted already.
You said a couple of things in that. One, that the trust level and the liability level matter because you can't just take Joe off the street because one, you don't know, he doesn't know,
right?
You don't know. And the second part of it is that the cross training of styles of fighters and having a place where you can get work on not only the thing that you're good at, but the thing that you're not good at.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to ask, which one determines your place in the UFC? Your ability to manifest what you're really good at or your ability to protect the thing you're not good at?
I think they're equally as important. Personally, I think protecting your liabilities are probably most important. Hiding your deficiencies and then just being as good as you can where you're already good. But I think you have to be able to hide your deficiencies.
Yeah.
I got a good Joe Ellenberger story.
Yes.
That same trip. Joe is like a coach at heart. He really is. He was an incredible athlete. Obviously, he's a, national champion at Carney, incredible UFC fighter, great jiu-jitsu guy, but I think he's a better coach and mentor than anything. So we're training, we go to King's, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, because now looking back at it, it might have been Khalil Roundtree, but Vanderlei had a gym in Vegas. Fabricio Verdum had a Strikeforce fight coming up, and he's a big dude, and he needs big training partners that are good. So Vanderlei set up some guy from Vegas that was supposed to be really good to train with Verdum. It's a sparring day. And so for anyone that's never heard about anything that happens at King, sparring days are pretty much fight days. It's 30 guys fist fighting for 2 hours. So and nowadays people are a little more safer around sparring. We're protecting our brains a lot more, but back then it was full on fights. So Verdum is sparring this big, huge, jacked black guy. And looking back at it now, it might have been Khalil years and years and years ago. But anyways, the guy throws these huge head kicks and there's boom, boom, right at Verdum's head. Verdum is blocking him. But you can tell he's getting angry because this guy's going, which is weird because everybody's fighting, but Verdum was offended that the guy was trying to win. So Verdum Muay Thai clinches him and just buries 2 knees into his face in practice. That's not something we typically would do in training, but he just buries him with knees. And this guy, he's got blood coming. He's cut under his eye or under his cheekbone. He's got blood coming out of his nose. His nose is shattered. We're in the first round. And I remember thinking, oh my God, what is happening?
What are
here?
we doing?
Well, I'm the next biggest guy. So this poor guy has to go sit on the floor, and Babalu, who I had never met at this point, is on the sidelines with a broken hand. Well, to me, this is the legend.
Yeah.
This is the legendary Babalu Sobral.
Yeah.
And he looks at me right in the eyes and goes, you're in. and Joe Ellenberger goes, okay, you got to get moving. Like, you got to get moving. So I'm flowing and I'm moving. I'm much faster. And I'm kind of touching him a little bit, but I'm like afraid to really, because I just seen what he did to this guy.
Right.
He landed on him. So I hit like a nasty angle, and I had a broadside. I could have just slept Verdum, and I didn't. I just pulled it, and then I just kept moving. And Babalu stopped the entire practice because he didn't know who I was. He thought I was just a random guy.
Yeah.
Stops the entire practice, screaming in my face. And essentially says, if you have a chance, now remember, these two are really good friends. They grew up together. They're both from Brazil. They're tight. He's there coaching Verdum. Tells me if I have an opportunity to knock him out, I need to put him out right there. We don't pull punches. He needs to know that shot was there. You need to put him out. So I was like, maybe, yes, sir. I'm uncomfortable. So then, but it happens again. I'm used to not trying to knock out my training partner. So it happens again. And then Babalu freaks out. Well, Joe Ellenberger comes in, essentially says, that's my guy. Back off of my guy. And then Babalu, the whole thing switched. Was like, oh, well, how are you? My name is Babalu.
The cosign.
Come on, man. The cosign saved my life.
Oh, man.
Not that I didn't still continue to fight for my life for another hour with Fabricio Verdum.
But there are no real consistencies in when you're sparring at different points. If you go, if you go to top, there are rules of engagement.
For sure.
If you go to the Black Zillions, it's a different expectation.
Well, it depends on who you are too. So if I go to just say right now, if I go to any super gym in the country, if I end up, I just had one of these situations with during my last training camp with Paulo Costa. You're going to have guys that are going to come at you because they're I'm on TV. I've probably talked about you. I probably said some stuff you didn't like. And I tell the guys all the time, if you stick around long enough, you'll run into me in a gym somewhere, and there's an opportunity for we can have a conversation about it.
Yeah, get even.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make me answer for it, you're more than welcome to try. And that was kind of the Paulo Costa situation. But usually what comes out of that is I'm not the guy that they think that I am. Like the guy on the radio and the TV with my suit all buttoned up and looking all nice. There's a different guy that's in the gym when we put the gloves on. So, but I would say most times if you get another big name guy who's been around a long time, he's a veteran, usually those are pretty fun. They're very playful. It's a lot of touch sparring. We're not really trying to kill each other. It's the young guys. They got something.
Take their shot.
And I love that.
Take their shot. Right. And that was a part of your profile, was that Dana kept matching you with young guys who thought, hey, let me take care of the old line. Let me do that. And you totally bought in. Said, you know what?
Yeah. Come on.
Keep on. It just I saw that it was, I forget what fight it was, but somebody
I'm like 6-1 with young guys.
Yeah, they took the young guy. Like they took the young guy
Yeah,
all but the last one, right? The last one is the one you kind of go. Here's what happened at 319. And people went back and forth on whether it was a spinning back fist or spinning elbow. But then the discussion immediately went to, first of all, you rarely see them on a big card, and two, to see back to back.
Right.
And to say immediately that it's really hard to defend that because you rail in sparring.
You can't, it's hard to do. You can't do it. So you don't see it.
Right. So how does that work?
If you threw a spinning elbow in practice, the team would jump you.
Right.
Especially if it landed, you'd get thrown through the front window because it's so dangerous. It's less about the knockout part of it. Not too many people get knocked out with spinning attacks.
Yeah.
You know what happens a lot with spinning attacks? Cuts.
Yeah.
It's cuts.
Yeah.
Like I've been cut in practice before with, just random stuff, and it is what it is. It sucks. But if someone intentionally throws something stupid like that and then you get cut, it's pretty much the responsibility of the team to take care of that.
Is that the line for unprofessionalism that somebody you're sparring with?
We can't break your toys. Like you need your friends and training partners to help you continue to get better. So if if someone throws a spinning attack at me, well, now there's 3 guys that I'm cut and I'm out for a week. Well, now there's 3 guys that I've been helping that need to be ready in 2 weeks that now just lost a week of training with me because I'm out with a cut. Like we go hard and you have to push each other and you have to do things that are uncomfortable, but we're not trying to intentionally hurt each other. That's just a byproduct.
We have these conversations all the time about Huskers football and that, the number of full contact, take them to the ground days and why it's restricted.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have it though.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask is it, how important is it to know what your 100% looks and feels like currently?
Yeah. Different people do it different ways, but I have a hard time doing that with my main training partners, like my regular guys, because I feel too bad. And we know each other so well that it seems a bit unfair. Like I know where you're not very good at. So for me to take advantage of that would make me a bad friend.
Well, in football, I mean, just think about it. They're going to training camp, they're preparing.
Well, that's why they train with other teams, like in training camp.
Well, but
that's why they do
Nebraska's stuck, right? They're stuck. They got the 105 and they got practice squad guys and they know the practice squad guys and they, they're with them. And hey, man, I might need to put you through the ground a couple of times in order for me to feel good about myself preparing for Cincinnati.
And that's tough. That's tough. That's so tough. What I've always done is we just hire training partners towards the last 3 weeks, because we'll just hire guys that I don't know and don't care about, and then I don't feel bad because they're being paid. So like you're here for a paycheck, you know what this is.
What's the pay? What's the sparring pay?
It just depends how good they are,
right?
Yeah, I mean if they're really good, I mean I'll pay you $1,000 a week,
and then depending on who your opponent is.
It depends on who my opponent is.
You may want somebody that specializes in what they specialize.
I need to find someone that's similar to them, whether it's body type or style. And in this game, it's different boxers to get a whole lot more because they're brought in just to beat them up. So what we'll do is I'll fly you in, I'll get you a rental car, I'll put you up in a house. You already don't have a job, maybe you have a fight coming up. So now you're just going to train with me. I'll pay you $1,000, $2,000 a week.
Which is big money for
now you get an entire. You also get to train all week. So now you're with this incredible team. My coaches are going to give you private lessons. They're going to help you with your game. On Friday, we're not friends because I'm going to get at you on Friday. But the rest of the week, we're just drilling partners. We'll roll hard, we'll train hard, but like just on Friday, you're going to get it. I'm going to let you have it.
Bach,
but Monday through Thursday, it's all good.
If Anthony calls you on a Friday, don't answer. Like, hey Bach, I need somebody. No, man, you can get me on Monday and Tuesday. Friday,
Monday through Thursday, you're safe.
We'll try to break.
Friday, I won't even talk to you when you walk in.
He's letting you know, y'all. Don't listen. Don't answer your phone on Friday. We'll go to break. More one-on-one when we come back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. With the school year here, A1 Automotive reminds you that college students get 10% off any service, and they offer free tire repair with a valid college ID. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive or downtown at 11th and L.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Hi, I'm Eli Barnes, Assistant Vice President at Midwest Bank at the 70th and Pioneers and 27th Jamie Lane locations. I love working with families and small businesses right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Banking shouldn't be complicated, and that's why we make it personal. Whether it's opening your child's first account or securing a loan for your next big step, I'm here to help. Stop in today and say hello. I'd love to meet you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: patchy fall possible this morning, a slight chance of rain this afternoon. Otherwise, should see mainly sunny skies with a high around 90. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light and variable winds with a high around 88. meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Link to Literacy's third annual Wordstock event will be at Antelope Park on Saturday, August 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a community book swap festival with fun for the entire family and for all ages. Enjoy food trucks, kids' activities, a reading corner with celebrity narrators, including Brian Health and President and CEO, Director of Parks and Recreation, UNL athletes, and more. And of course, free books for all kids and adults. Go to linktoliteracy.org to get the full story and then make your plans to attend Wordstock.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A special Wednesday. Again, we've got the folks from American Volleyball Coaches Association coming in and breaking down this incredible volleyball weekend in Haymarket and what's going on there. And then the lovely ladies from Link to Literacy, and they will break down Wordstock and some other special projects they have going on. But getting books into the hands of young people is vital and important. What the value of literacy and having young people not only read, but be read to by their parents. The value, they've done the study, and the exponential value of that is important. And we'll have that discussion. Bach, we have friends and family we need to take care of as well. Who makes this happen?
Yes, this hour is sponsored by Hamilton Telecommunications, bringing you the latest quality technology and communication services since 1901. Whether it's residential or business, Hamilton has the answers. Visit hamiltontel.com for more info today.
Thank you, kind sir. Greatly appreciate it. We were talking, and the breakdown of this thing, right? That hiring sparring partners and people to work with it's I want to open the curtain and explain that the expenses of a training camp.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
right.
they're
And
expensive.
this is when I hope you're on the stream. So you could have just seen Anthony Smith's facial expression just change.
Yeah.
Just talking about the financing and how this works. So let's say
When you're young, they're cheap. You ain't got no money.
Right. And people know you don't have any money.
Right.
And then when they find out that you have money, then of course the expectation goes up.
No, you know what's a crazy phenomenon? When you're young and you're grinding, you got no money, nobody gives you any breaks. Then when you got money, then everyone wants to give it to you for free. It's crazy.
Listen, we're sitting in I was just saying, in the back, there's goodies from Canopy Street Market.
Oh, I'm gonna accept them.
Gonna send you
Gonna
down.
accept
Gonna
them.
send you down to meet with Tony Goins at Capital Cigar.
Mhm.
Right? It's the next thing, and in the space. But let's say, so it is now August. Let's say, for the sake of discussion, that they call you and say, one more fight January 1st.
Mhm.
What has to take place for you? One, you know when you need to go to camp.
Mm-hmm.
You know when you need to start your weight cut, and you know when you need to hire people, and then how it's paid for. How does that work?
So immediately I would have to, I would do my camp. We'll just, because we're talking about me. So it would be in Denver.
Yep.
So I would have to go back. So I used to have an apartment in Denver, near the stadium, kind of. So I would have to find a place. Right now I'd have to go and get an Airbnb or an apartment or whatever for, the 8 weeks before, 9 weeks before. The way that I've always done it, I've always driven out the first time so that I don't have to rent a car the whole time. So at some point I would have to drive out there. We would have to look at what kind of training partners I would need, what the style is. And then we'd have to seek those guys out, and we'd have to cut our own deals with those guys. Figure out dates and their travel and all of that stuff. Then there's the medical part of it. So you'd have to get your medicals done, which is its own thing, whatever that costs. And then I personally fly back every weekend. So I've never missed a weekend in training camp. So I'd leave Friday after sparring and then fly back Monday morning. So I would need 10 round trip flights. And then just all the things that come with living in two different places at the same time.
The expenses.
I mean, for 10 weeks, I always have a car in an airport parking garage. And that sounds really silly and not that big of a deal.
Until you need it.
But if you really think about it now, again, because we're on such tight schedules, I don't park in VIP parking because I want to be fancy. I park because I'm on a tight window both ways. So I have to be as close as possible. There's the amount of times that I've sprinted onto that plane because I got hung up at practice longer than I thought I was going to and barely made it is way more times than I had plenty of time to get on the flight. I'll tell you that. So 100% of the time during a training camp, I have a vehicle in a city somewhere, and sometimes 3 in a parking garage at an airport paying, $30 a day. There was one time I switched training camps a little bit. So I was in Denver. And this is just like an example of a stupid story, but yeah. I was in Denver, flew home, switched it up, and decided instead of going back to Denver, I was going to go to North Carolina. So then I ended up in North Carolina for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it was. Then flew home for the weekend. Then went back to North Carolina, flew home again. Then went back to Denver. This whole time I've had a car in the Denver. So I'm in North Carolina. I have one in Omaha that I left when I flew out. I have one in Denver that was still there. And then I also have a rental that I'm driving in North Carolina. So by the time I got to my car back in Denver, it was like $2,000 just to get it out of the parking.
What?
It's just stupid stuff like that just adds up through an entire training camp.
And then who pays for it?
I do. Yeah. Before I fight.
It's
all paid for before I fight. I mean, my nutritionist alone is $6,000 to get me on weight Tuesday to Saturday. That's all they do is feed me. It's $7,000, $6,000.
You need to go up to the university and find some people.
And then they feed me. They all depend on where I am. Like they had a partner that was in Denver, so then I'm also paying for every meal while I'm in Denver. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad for me. That's part of the cost that it takes, but it's not cheap.
Yeah,
not cheap.
And
every training camp. I don't know. It depends on how long it is, where it is. Plus travel too, because then I have to, like the UFC pays for me and 2 training partners or 2 coaches, but I usually have to bring 2 training partners and 3 coaches. So I have to, whatever additional I have to pay for.
I need you to go back in time And when
Just to go to Singapore, I paid $30,000 in travel just for my team.
Yeah, I just need. I miss my opportunity because I need for him to get one of those fight kits in my size when he put it in the order.
I mean, who knows, man? Maybe we'll get one more and you can be in the corner.
Yeah, you don't need one more. I don't need that.
We'll go fight at the White House.
I don't need that for you.
I don't.
You go to the White House. I'm going home. That's.
I'm going to cover it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll just work it.
There we go. We're all in that. We're going to break, but Anthony, the question to set this all up is, how's your volleyball serve?
My serve. It's pretty nasty.
Okay.
I got a nasty serve.
Good to know. The 2025 AVCA first serve event this weekend, actually from the 22nd to the 25th down in Haymarket. We'll talk about that. We're bringing Jamie Gordon, CEO of AVCA. We'll talk about all the things going on, all the reasons to be in Haymarket this weekend here on One on One.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
The trip of the summer is coming. Collective Soul. Live. Summer Unity Tour 2025. August 21st. Pinewood Bowl Theater in Lincoln's Pioneers Park with Our Lady Peace. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Collective Soul. Live. Our Lady Peace. Together.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Boom. Hour 2, one-on-one. We appreciate you hanging out with us. For the sake of all things good, we will quickly get into this segment. Bach, if you would please, let them know who makes this happen for us.
Yeah, it is the noon hour. That means it's lunchtime, and lunchtime here at the Ticket is sponsored by our friends at Mulberry Barbecue, now with 2 locations at 11th and Cornhusker and at 61st and Apples Way, right off of Highway 2 by Lowe's. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Try their burnt-in sandwich, a brisket burrito, barbecue nachos, a full slab of ribs, a half-smoked chicken, and much, much more, plus incredible sides. Get fueled for lunch today or make dinner plans at Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th in Cornhusker and at 61st and Apples Way, just off of Highway 2 by Lowe's.
Brisket nachos, just from me to you, all love. Brisket nachos, just going to say it to you. Don't even play with it. The loaded potato as well. It's a full meal. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. 402-464-5685. The Starter Heyman text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing this segment, please reach out, hit us with a what's up. And then we know that you're on the streams. Greatly appreciate it. You've been active on the text line as well. This segment, we have special guests in studio. Of course, Anthony Lionheart Smith is with us, Jake Bachhoven. But we've been joined by Derek Coombs and Jamie Gordon. Jamie Gordon, CEO of the American Volleyball Coaches Association. Derek Coombs, everything Lincoln is through Derek. It doesn't happen without him, kind sir. Good to see you in here. Glad you wore blazer for us today.
Yeah, got a pretty big presentation after this on you. People who watch the early break, you know, I normally don't dress like this, but anything for the AVCA and Jamie Gordon here.
This is a phenomenal event. Big undertaking. And one, the curiosity is, how does this come together to put together this superb idea of everything great volleyball, Nebraska, Lincoln, et cetera?
Yeah, it started a little less than 2 years ago. When I kind of took over this position, there was a long history of the AVCA showcase years ago. Nebraska participated in it, and it was this opportunity to put a spotlight on the sport before the season started, before football gets into full gear. And so we got it launched last year in Louisville on a real short runway. It had 4 teams. Nebraska participated in it along with Kentucky, Louisville, and Wisconsin. And then December, I came out here and met with Derek, Tim over at PBA, and kind of shared, hey, we've got this vision that this can be something much bigger. And we had dinner and sort of laid it out, and so be it. Less than 9 months later, we've got some of the top volleyball coming in here, incredible production value, sold out. I mean, just the way that this community embraces the sport, embraces the Huskers. I mean, it was just the right place. It made sense. And so we're really excited what we've got in line for the weekend.
Derek, the big part of this is the visionary aspect of it, right? That somehow to see this thing bigger in a space that you're proud of and you take ownership of. What does it mean for Lincoln to have this sort of event here?
I mean, to put us on a national scale like this, and Jamie and I were just chatting about this, on your last segment right outside. We knew this event was going to do well in Lincoln, and we knew that the people of Nebraska were going to support this event, but I don't think what we understood was the national reach that this event was going to have. And once tickets sold out for all 3 days, even the day that Nebraska wasn't playing, we knew we had something. So to create an atmosphere that was going to exceed any other volleyball event in the world this year, that was our goal from that point forward. So having the block party, having all these individuals, which Jamie might talk about, but I mean, USA Volleyball is coming into town, the NCAA, the Big Ten, Pro Volleyball Federation, Athletes Unlimited, Love Volleyball, and so many others. So to be able to put on this production, not only for the people of Nebraska, but all those entities coming into town, we want to showcase everything that Lincoln has to offer. So anytime they think about hosting a major volleyball event, we want Lincoln to be top of mind.
Listen, to say from the outside looking in that it's impressive. One, to love volleyball so much, to bring and to have the respect for Nebraska volleyball fans, to bring this caliber event, and then to have the Coaches of America to co-sign this thing and say, not only do we want to do this, but the value in it. We're talking about, and for folks that don't know, Friday, number 3 Pittsburgh and number 1 Nebraska. That's the party starter. That's the party starter. That literally, if America said, give me the best story that you can possibly give me and explain. Aliens come down, they land. Tell me about volleyball. Go to Lincoln, Nebraska. You're going to see number 3 Pittsburgh, number 1 Nebraska. Oh, that they're going to follow that up with Florida versus number 6 Stanford. Oh, they're going to follow it up with Kansas and Vanderbilt. Oh, we're going to have number 12 Creighton and the reigning defending national champion Penn State Nittany Lions, and all under the same window. And then, hey, we're going to mix it up and remix it for you over the course of this thing. The full presentation, love volleyball, as you said, love volleyball, Major League Volleyball, Supernovas in town, love Nebraska in the space. You're showcasing the best that there is. Jamie, the pride that you have to feel, one, that this is what it is, and two, that you get to be the vehicle for it.
Yeah, it's special. Even yesterday, going through as we're laying the floor down and the lighting's coming in, and that you start to see the production value of it. But it also is, as you mentioned, it's the coaches that are agreeing to this. As we were envisioning this, and that Nebraska Pitt matchup, that was something in early December. We thought, hey, this is going to be a replay of the national championship game, because that's where all the forces were leading. So then it becomes maybe the game that didn't happen last season. But then I credit John Cook, who at the time, John and I were talking about this, and he also has seen this great vision for the sport. And then Dan Fisher from Pitt to be able to say, yeah, we'll play one of the most meaningful matchups that we have right out of the gates. That says a lot to the commitment of the coaches to also grow the sport and really try and showcase this. And their commitment has been exemplary.
I want to bring in Anthony Lionheart Smith here, because you have a volleyball family, and I know how much you support it and how much you love it. What does it mean for growing, aspiring volleyball players, young ladies, to see this volume, the first 8 matches of the season, and some of the best players in the country, in the world, in front of them?
Well, if you think about just my sport, right? Just the UFC, or even the NFL. How hard would it be if you had a son to get him in front of NFL players consistently outside of the season? Like maybe once a season, you're like, oh, I'm going to take him to Kansas City. We'll see one game. It's so easy for me to take my kids to world-class volleyball events all over the state for sure, but specifically here in Lincoln, it's just a different level. So it's easy for me to tell my daughter, my oldest, if you do this, this, and this is what you can do. This is what you're capable of. But if she never sees it, we're talking about a fantasy. It's really easy to drive 30 minutes to here and just watch. They're right here. You can see it right in front of you. We were at the Final Four in Louisville, and it's just such a different atmosphere. As you guys were talking, I was thinking, I don't know when this explosion of volleyball happened, but it seemed to have happened kind of under our own noses a little bit, is how it felt. And now it's like, this event is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, we don't have to wait for the season and kind of jonesing for high level volleyball. It's coming right here to Lincoln. That's crazy.
Derek, explain to me the production of this thing. Like that it's a fan fest in full experience, aside from the games, the matches themselves, but then, as Anthony said, the exposure to these athletes.
Yeah. So we knew once the event sold out so quickly, we had to take care of all the demographic that were unable to get tickets right away. So we wanted to create experience in downtown Lincoln, right in front of PBA, where all the hustle and bustle and the excitement of this incredible volleyball weekend will be happening. So, we worked with Pinnacle Bank Arena a lot. Tim has been phenomenal in everything we've done. Jamie's had a vision on how to make this kind of next level kind of thing. So we're closing down the streets of Canopy Street. We're working with the rail yard. We are going to have live broadcasts. We're going to have live interviews with, Coach Cook, Danny Busboom Kelly, other high-level volleyball minds. We're going to be able to watch the game on the Cube. So we want people to come down who did not get tickets, enjoy the atmosphere. We're going to have face painters. We're going to have live bands after the volleyball. Nebraska Knocker Ball is going to be down there with Human Foosball. We'll have a vertical jump challenge. On Saturday and Sunday, we're going to have a live volleyball court where USA Volleyball, Love Volleyball, the Supernovas, Athletes Unlimited, they're going to be programming clinics for young girls, to come out and just enjoy the experience, enjoy the game, enjoy it if you weren't able to get a ticket. But with that said, we're going to be giving away tickets down there. So come down. We're going to have live broadcasts. We're going to be giving away tickets for each day, for the next day. So we just want the community and the state to come and enjoy everything that this event is, because it is not just a volleyball event. This is an experience. And like Jamie and I were talking about, we want this event to be bigger than any volleyball event in the world this year. So when these athletes go to Kansas City, for the national championships this year, that's the goal, is to raise the trophy. But when they look back on it, they go, Lincoln was special. And we want the people of Lincoln to say that too.
It is. I love the idea of the block party happening, and you have to smile when you say it, because it will be the kickoff for volleyball, for women's volleyball in the country. And under your umbrella and under your watch and under your guidance, where does the block party idea come from?
One of the things that we lose with the Final Four is we play in December. And if it's a Midwest location, so if it's in Omaha, people are rushing from their car to get inside or things like that. And so, when you go to, let's say, the basketball Final Four, and they have the fan fest and that engagement and this just festival feeling, well, this was a great opportunity for us to do that here. And also knowing how the community was going to come out. And as Derek referenced, the people that didn't get tickets, they can still be a part of the event. We're going to have a red carpet on Friday with the teams, unloading the bus and coming through with cheerleaders and band. And so there's all of these moments. And, when you speak back to your kids, there's these little moments that happen in an event that, and you don't know where they're going to impact people in a meaningful and sometimes even life-changing way, that, it's a high five that a little kid gets and they go, that's my hero now. Right. Or it's being in the venue and we've got the wrist LEDs and the light show and everything like that. And they say, wow, this was really cool. Or it was a big athletic play and the way that a match ended. So the more opportunities you're going to have to make meaningful moments for the people and for the community, the better. And the block party is just another one of those, moments and commitments from the community.
Derek, this thing that as Anthony and I have talked about several times, he's got his 12-year-old is 6'1", right? And there's that feeling, that personal feeling of having a young lady who may find some discomfort until she finds her people, right? And that there will be a whole nation of young ladies who get to see superheroes. Mm-hmm. And the folks in Nebraska get to come because of what you've done and put together. They get to come down and meet their heroes. They get to see them, and then they get to see themselves in that. What is the expectation? So for the family that's listening, and they've got 3 young ladies and they want to come down, what's the expectation? How many people do you expect? How long does the event run?
So the event's going to start a little over 2 hours before the match each day. So we want people to come out, and Jamie kind of mentioned the red carpet walk. We need Lincoln to show out for this. So 7 of the 8 teams participating this weekend between about 3:45 and 4:30 are going to come one by one, get off the bus. We've asked each team to do some autographed items and throw out to the young women or young little boys out there, again, to create those experiences. But again, we've engaged the volleyball community in Lincoln, the club volleyball scene. Jamie was very strategic in how we rolled out tickets to make sure it wasn't just locals. They were able to eat up the tickets first. We wanted that regional, that national base, so other young women from across the country could come see their heroes and come be a part of a community that, again, like you said, makes them feel at home when they see other young women or young girls like themselves, maybe taller than others, but seeing their heroes in the same time and being able to interact with the USA volleyballs, the Love volleyballs, the Supernovas in a free clinic that we're providing each one of them on Saturday and Sunday. So again, just a great experience for everybody.
I don't want to bury the lead that to have the association, have the Volleyball Coaches of America all to say, you know what, this is who we are. We want to put it on high display. And I say it all the time that when somebody's willing to turn the light on to what they do and who they are, it lets you know that it's good. What are the numbers? How many coaches are we talking about in the association? And then what's the mission and message from the ABC?
Sure. We serve women's volleyball, men's volleyball, beach at all levels. So even at the pro, coaches are members of our association all the way down to high school. So we're well over 10,000 coaches. We really focus, a lot of our attention in the collegiate space because it's the most visible form of our sport right now, which is definitely evident here in Lincoln. But there are so many life lessons that happen within sport, whether it's football, whether it's volleyball or basketball or wrestling or UFC, whatever it is. There are these meaningful opportunities to learn and have these experiential lessons, and volleyball's a great one. And so we want to do everything we can to showcase a sport that has so much to offer, and give people an opportunity to connect, whether it be as a participant, whether it be as a coach and teach life lessons to younger people, or whether it be as a fan. One of the parts that kind of gets missed a little bit in this event is all 6 matches here in Lexington or in Lincoln are nationally broadcast. Friday night, it's Fox proper, network prime time. That's not normal that you're seeing Fox doing sports on Monday through Friday. That's not a big time event. And so I think also the commitment that you're seeing from networks. Sunday's games will be on ESPN. So we've also got joint production. That's another thing that's not normal for this type of an event, is to have Fox and Disney working together to get as big of an audience as we can. So it's exciting. And I think you brought up about, maybe this has grown sort of under our noses. I think it's an organic growth. We haven't had this iconic athlete like a Caitlin Clark that has brought the attention. It's the game itself. It's the team itself. It's all of that has really grown. And we just continue to see, pretty big growth trajectory here.
I think it's fantastic that the games themselves, as you said, the game has grown. The game has brought people together, and then the stars happen because you wait a minute, that I can identify here. I think for folks who do not have tickets, so how many tickets were sold proper to the games?
So we're all sold out. So we're on Friday and Sunday. We've got a couple left, but you're looking at just under 15,000 per day.
Per day for the 3 days. And then for folks that want to come to the Haymarket, they want to come downtown, do they need a ticket? What would you suggest? We know Park, it'll be crazy down there.
No, come enjoy it. This event is free to everybody. Again, we just want people to enjoy everything that this event is. And again, like I said, it's not just a volleyball match. This is an experience. And even if you're not a volleyball fan, or if you don't have daughters, you do not have to have that to come down and experience everything that's going to happen at the block party. The event's free. We want you to come enjoy everything that Lincoln has going on this weekend.
There's the merch tent, photo trailer, if you want to take pictures, human foosball, which I'm pretty sure Anthony and his family are going to be a part of. Yeah. Face painting, poster decorating, absolutely the Smith family will be involved in that. Fitness and yoga sessions. Let's get the retired back work done?
That's what retired people do.
Yeah,
They do yoga.
The vertical jump test. Anthony, any vertical game?
Not much of a vertical.
No.
Not much of a jumper.
No, your wife would out jump you. Meet and greets for listeners and families for the meet and greets. What do they need to know about the meet and greets? Time, place, location.
So obviously the initial one we just talked about was the red carpet. So this Friday, 3:45 to 4:30, all the teams will be coming in. We want you to high five the athletes. I'm not saying there's going to be autograph possibilities, but I'm not saying there's not either. So the teams will be going into the arena, get ready for the matches, getting ready for practice. But then throughout the live event in the block party, we're going to have special guests kind of throughout the afternoon and evenings each day. So come down, enjoy the experience, come see some very high level volleyball, and come see some messages by John Cook and others.
Jamie, again, thank you for what you and Derek have done, what the powers that be. Who are the business partners that help make this thing happen?
There's a lot. We have, Nike's. I apologize. I know I'm not necessarily in Nike town here, but still, that they've made a big commitment to
this radio station is Switzerland. Everybody's welcome here.
We've got both of the networks have been outstanding supporters of this. Sports Imports, Volley Station. It's almost too many to mention, but some. It's been again a community that has kind of come together and said, "Hey, we want to be a part of this event. We want to be a part of this here. What do you need? What can we do?" And it's been heartwarming to say the least.
Derek, look, Lincoln coming together at its very best. This is a showcase piece. Who are the people here that make this thing happen?
No, we love it. I mean, obviously, Bison's been fantastic. The Downtown Lincoln Association, just so many have came in to help our local organizing committee get this off the ground and showcase everything that Lincoln has to offer. And I do want to say, I've worked with a lot of organizations before, but the AVCA came in with a blank slate. They didn't come in with their own agenda saying, we are doing it this way and get out of the way if you're not on board. They've been so collaborative and cohesive while we're doing this. Like, let's grow this together. What can Lincoln do and how can we help make it better? So working with Jamie and his team has just been absolutely phenomenal. So if you have any more questions or need any more information on this event, I know all the information is on our website at lincoln.org. I'm sure it's on the AVCA website. So if you want to give your website, Jamie, please feel free.
Yep, avca.org. And I will echo the same sentiment. Tim and Derek have been tremendous partners in here. And it's really a lot of fun when you have a shared vision that everybody's working towards. And then you have a community like this that's embracing it. And so watch out.
Yeah.
Should be a great weekend. Anthony is going to capture you once this segment is over for him and his family. And as a UFC fighter, I'm just warning you, be agreeable. Just whatever.
I'm an old one now.
Whatever he says he's been working out. Gentlemen, congratulations on putting the event together, and congratulations on highlighting some of the best volleyball in the world and some of the best people in the world. Congratulations and well done.
Well, thank you. And definitely, I have a feeling he's pretty good at negotiating. So it won't be too hard. You got to know what you're going into.
There we go. Again, the AVCA First Serve, 22nd through the 25th, all this weekend long. Find your way down, grab the family, enjoy yourselves, and enjoy top-tier elite volleyball. We'll go to break. We'll come back. More one-on-one here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln families as their realtor for more than 31 years, and I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
We strive to help people get into home ownership. That is the American dream. Having something that you can go home at night and say, this is mine, is very important. The great thing about Remington Homes is affordability.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about their exciting new division, Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
The exciting thing about a Remington home is you get to choose your floor plan from predetermined floor plans. We give you a lot of choices, and you couple that with our great lot selection in all different areas. People do not want to be married to their house payment. They want to get a nice house with nice finishes in a great area for an affordable price. And that's what Remington Homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
The trip of the summer is coming. Collective Soul. Live. Summer Unity Tour 2025. August 21st. Pinewood Bowl Theater in Lincoln's Pioneers Park with Our Lady Peace. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Collective Soul. Live. Our Lady Peace. Together.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today: patchy fog possible this morning, a slight chance of rain this afternoon. Otherwise, should see mainly sunny skies with a high around 90. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, a low around 66. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies and light and variable winds with a high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. One-on-One Wednesday. Your sports ticket here on 93.7 the Ticket FM. It's been an exceptional day, and it just keeps getting better and better. The room is starting to glow now. We got rid of the knuckle draggers in all of us, and we now have beauty and brains in the room. So let's talk about Wordstock this Saturday, an exceptional event, exceptional people, and then another special project. And I'm going to drop this on her because I'm not sure she knew we were going to talk about it. But these two young ladies have been exceptionally busy in trying to put books into the hands and minds of young people across the area. And God bless them for it. Link to Literacy Zone, Joe Sheets and Ashley Larson. Ladies, good Wednesday. How are you?
Happy Wednesday. Good.
It's a great day. And Saturday's looking even better with the weather forecast.
We're, that anything below 85, and I'm a happy boy.
Yes.
Same.
Last year, the chocolate melted, man. I was out there. I was out there, Bach. It was different, man. I was having conversations with myself. Crazy hot, but we're looking forward to it. We're going to be there Saturday, Antelope Park. And the idea behind it is a book swap where families can get books into the hands of their young people, and the adults themselves can get a reminder and a refresher course in the value of putting books in their hands and reading, not only reading the books, but reading together. So let's start with, Ashley, I want to start with just the idea of Link to Literacy and its mission.
Yes. Okay. I love talking about our mission. So the big dream of our organization is that we would inspire generations of active community members. And we believe the best way to do that is through literacy. If you get people reading books, they're going to build empathy and curiosity. They're going to be engaged and lifelong learners. And so that is why we do what we do.
It speaks loudly. I think we miss the message sometimes in the value of learning together. Dreaming together, having visions that say, okay, asking your young minds what they see and what they read, right? Because the parents can read it and the child may hear something entirely different. And it's important to know what your child is envisioning, right? And to share a story. Joe, you're a reader, and it's good to know that intelligent folks are still out here sharing the word. What can I ask you? What's your favorite book? What's the thing that when you want to settle down and read something that makes you feel better, good, best? What do you read?
I read a variety of things. My favorite childhood book was Winnie the Pooh. I can relate to so many of the characters in there. And now that I'm a grandma, I have new favorites that I'm reading to my grandkids. And DP, there's a chapter in your book, and it talks about Hattie Sue. Who's Hattie Sue?
That's my grandmother.
And your grandmother.
That is my grandmother. That is my birthday twin.
Yes, and played a very special role in your life.
That really, and it's why I wanted to do a book, specifically that one. Was to be able to honor and say out loud those good things about good people, and how we perceive those people. We don't always remember the people who loved on us as kids and who gave us these gifts to say, read this. And they would actually take things and put them in front of you and say, read this. You're in a family, actually, you're in a family with an educator, and the value and importance of that message on a regular basis of what you feed your young people. And we think food. No, the emotional side, the education, the creativity is important. And it's there, but we will get to the sponsors that we need to highlight and shake up in the event Saturday. But you've been working on something else special, young lady. Talk to me.
I have been. Okay.
Talk to me.
Well, yes, we haven't really had a chance to share.
I wanted you to glow up today, Ashley. Okay. I wanted to,
Well, I am here for it. Yes, we are working. Link to Literacy is really excited to be bringing a citywide initiative. We're going to be bringing the book, The House on Mango Street, to life. And the way that we're going to do that is through art and through storytelling. Lincoln, as we know, is such a special city. We are diverse and we have so many stories among us. And we feel like in this day and age, it's so wonderful to get across the table from people and talk and share and be creative together. And so, I mean, Link to Literacy is here because, like I said, we want to inspire generations through the hope and the excitement of books. And so, the House on Mango Street is a great way to do that. It's a very accessible book. I mean, you don't have to be a lover of reading in order to pick it up. You can open that book to any page, read any chapter, and that chapter can stand alone and you can get something from it. And so we are teaming up with the Lead Center, with the Sheldon Art Gallery, with the Lincoln City Libraries, and many of the cultural centers here in Lincoln, El Centro, the Asian Cultural Center. And we're going to be doing art shows, community conversations, hopefully an author event, staged theatrical readings. So it's going to be a really, really cool thing. And so I know we're here talking about WordStock, but if you come to WordStock and you think, hey, these Link to Literacy people are a lot of fun, then come and see us again a couple weeks later on September 12th down at the Lead Center Commons. And we're going to be kicking off this initiative.
There's so much to this, and this is why I want people to. It's not only the Dolly Parton Library. It's not only books to young people. It's not only special projects, but there's so much depth to being able to share these stories and to get people to talk about books. The power behind it. There are a lot of people that in this town, you talk about Lincoln being a great town. There are a lot of there's a lot of folks who help make this happen. Right? They're partners, people that have supported Link to Literacy, they're supporting WordStock. Who do we need to call out and thank publicly for making this thing happen?
Yes, we have lots of sponsors this year. This is our third year of doing WordStock. And so each year we're blessed by more and more sponsors. Our leading givers this year, as far as sponsors go, are, of course, I wrote it down so I don't forget anything.
Hey, let's get it right.
Our First State Bank and none other than The Ticket. We also have a top layer of givers in Union Bank and American Life. And then we have flower power givers. We're all about the hippie vibe with WordStock. It's Timco, Bryan Health, Relentless Merch, and Capital City Carnivals.
And
so we want to give a shout out to all of them.
We appreciate folks who stand up. And there are ways, folks, that if you can't make the event, you can still donate to that. And we want to be clear in that. What website should they go to if there's questions and concerns? Let's say they want to know about the event or they want to donate, they can't make it, and they want to be a part of it.
They go to linked2literacy, linked2literacy.org.
There's information there. Ashley, that Saturday, for the time that we're there, the book swap itself, what should people know about books? Maybe they have books at home they want to bring. Maybe they're kids' books that they've kind of outgrown and they're looking for the next phase. What should folks know about the book swap?
So, what they should know is we are going to have thousands of books available. And so, if they still have books and they've missed the opportunity to drop those off at one of our drop sites, they can bring those with them to the event. We're going to have fabulous volunteers there to take the books. They'll get them sorted and out on tables. But what I really want to emphasize is people don't need to bring books in order to come. So we have the word swap in there, but really you can just come, bring, I think I said this last Wednesday, like we don't want to have any books left over at the end of the day. Bring your wagon, bring your book bags. Let's fill those up and send you home with any book that you see that sparks your interest.
Bach, that was for you. That was for the Bachoven family. Don't worry about bringing books. Bring a wagon. Bring something sizable that your young man can go through and just grab books. Anything that sparks his interest and his intrigue. Joe, explain to Bach. There's going to be plenty of food. Like he's going to be moved by food and company. Can you let him? There are food trucks there. Who's coming? Who's going to feed folks here at this event?
I'm a foodie. It's important to me that we have good food. And this year we have 6 different food trucks. We're going to have everything from coffee and scones, to a little barbecue, to some Filipino cuisine. I think there's some Caribbean thrown in there. And then, of course, our favorite Kona ice for a cool, nice icy treat on a warm summer day. So come for the food, stay for the community. I encourage, once again, grandparents, you've got to get out. Maybe this is something you're not thinking about is for you, but the role you play in your grandchild's life is so important. I was just reading in Psychology Today that um, grandparents play an increasing important role in the lives of children. And even if they live across the miles and you're doing FaceTime, you pick up a book, and that is that instant connection. And sometimes parents, you're used to the day in and the day out routine and the discipline. Ashley, you know this as well. But grandparents can kind of swoop in and have that different role, and grandchildren really listen to grandparents. And when you can pick up a book and teach your grandchild how to read and that they are important and they can see themselves in the pages of a book, just like your grandma used to say, "What's your name?" and how important it is to know your identity. That's the role grandparents can play in a child's life with a book. So, grandparents, get on down to Wordstock on Saturday and build your own library and teach those kids how to read. It just builds up future generations. It inspires generations to come.
It is from my grandmother. There's a thing that she used to say, and it was part of why I started writing. And she said, "A well done book provides love every time it's opened." And it hits me today that every time that every children's book, just think about that anytime you've handed a book to a young person, you're loving on them. And anytime they open that book, they're receiving it, and then they become more capable of the love inside that book. And it's important to put good books into the hands of good people. That's how good people are made. It literally was how good people are made. Was having those stories. Winnie the Pooh, legendary in the lessons. You could go through and quote stock and form, all the lessons learned in that. And it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for folks to come Saturday and get books, spread love. It's what it is. Ashley, it's free. This is a free event. There's lots going on. Free books of all for kids, for adults, otherwise family fun activities, community booths. And then I found out yesterday that we did get confirmation on some Husker athletes who are coming. National champion Ridge Lovett is going to read, the wrestling champion. He's going to read. Emma Spence, the Canadian Olympian and former Husker gymnast, she's going to read. Kayla Starr, All-American bowler, she's going to read.
Wow.
They volunteered on their own time of their own good heart. They want nothing for it but to be in that space and to love on those kids. So
Great.
think of
Yeah.
think of what you young ladies have put together, another event where Lincoln will be loved on. Ashley, well done.
Well done to you. I Link to Literacy, one of our core values is loving collaboration. And I think it was you during our board meeting that threw out that word, loving. Let's have loving collaborations. And I feel like this event is happening because of that. It's because of all of us working together and teaming up to do things for our community.
I'm excited for it. Dr. Lawrence Chatters will also be there. We will be broadcasting the entire time and having different folks stop in. I know that Peter Ferguson from the LPS cadre, he's going to be there. Of course, if you get Dr. Chatters in the room, the intelligence and the love goes up immediately. And of course, all the lovely people from Link to Literacy. Let them know again what time and where, please.
Yes. So this Saturday, August 23rd, 10 to 1, and we will be at Antelope Park.
It took me a little bit because there's a bit of a curve, and if you go the wrong way, you can end up in a
Yeah,
different
so you're
part
going
of
to
the park.
turn in, you're going to see the playground. So you'll park kind of near the playground, but you're going to walk towards the enclosed shelter, and that's where the books will be. And you'll see the circle there next to the playground is where we'll have all of our food trucks.
It will be a fantastic Saturday in Lincoln.
Yeah.
And we invite you all to Wordstock. Ashley Larson, Joe Sheets, thank you.
Thank you.
For what you do and who you are and those missions. Lincoln's a better place because of y'all. Thank you for being ambassadors. And I mean that from my heart.
Thank you, DP.
We'll go to break. We'll close out one-on-one, and then we'll set you up for Bach in the black shirt, 1 o'clock.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Paint your face. Paint it. Pump up the muscles. Tie them up. Snort. Snort! Go sprinting through your office. I don't care where your office is. Just go running through it. Grab the wall. Grab somebody's desk, somebody's partition, and just shake as hard as you can.
You're going to get people fired.
Warrior Wednesday. Hey, no. Everybody needs a Warrior Wednesday moment. It's just,
They do.
I'm going to find somebody in the UFC who's willing to face paint and run down there.
Oh, I'm willing. I'm
Right?
not saying I'm unwilling.
Right? Like somebody.
They're sending people in their offices, start ripping down partitions. And
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
I
I need
I
that.
feel like it's a lawsuit waiting.
Bach, who makes this final segment happen?
This segment is sponsored by Schwezo Construction, where safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Schwezo is hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back on and off the job site. Apply today at Schwezo.com. 40 years strong in business, Schwezo Construction.
Anthony, we have 4 minutes to get through. There's a big fight night in China this week, and it's our guy Johnny Walker, who interesting human.
That's the way to put it.
Let the people know why they should watch Johnny Walker fight.
Listen, I fought Johnny Walker, and it was the biggest pain in the rear end I've ever encountered in my whole life. But number one, he's insanely large. He's 6'5", 6. Bro, he's well over 6'6", I'd say. He's a massive man, but the way he moves and his creativity and his brain doesn't work right. In a lot of ways, that's not super beneficial for him in life. But in fighting, it's great. He's really creative. He's insanely athletic. The way he moves, his speed, his dexterity, and the just pure violent mindset that he has makes him a handful for anybody. I've long for years said that I don't think Johnny Walker is ever going to systematically work his way through a division and find himself in a title shot, only because he is so creative and unwilling to really buckle down and fight inside of a system. So he could beat anybody in the world. Anybody. He could beat the champion on any given day. He could also lose to anybody on any given day because of the way that he fights. Every once in a while, he'll pop out. It'd be super fundamentally sound. He's really hard to deal with when he does that. And that's kind of what I ran into. But he can't historically do that fight after fight after fight. So
his opponent, you're familiar.
He's fun. Johnny Walker's fun to watch fight. Whether he loses emphatically or wins emphatically, it's going to be exciting. His opponent, young up-and-comer, Zhang Minyang, he's from China. He's fighting him in China, which is going to be a benefit for Minyang. But also, I think that he's up against it a little bit. Johnny Walker's pretty big. If Johnny decides he wants to buckle down and be fundamentally sound, it's going to be a tough night for Min Yang. Johnny's the harder hitter, the harder kicker. Neither one of these guys are going to be looking to wrestle or go for takedowns. Min Yang is tough, though. He's tough. He's down.
And I think this is an underrated co-main event. Ortega and Sterling.
Yeah, you could put that on a pay-per-view.
Right. Like that's how good that is. Why should folks watch?
Well, he's two of the best guys in the world at 145 pounds. Both guys so Ortega's been in title fights before, had Alexander Volkanovski dead to rights twice, and only didn't win that fight because Volkanovski is superhuman. And Aljamain Sterling was the longtime champion at 135 pounds. He's such a big dude, and now his best friend, Merab Dvalishvili, is the champion, so he can no longer – it's a waste of time for him to fight at 135 pounds because we've seen already – when he was the champion and Merab was up for a title shot, they will not fight each other. So one of them has to be in a different weight class. Merab is the current champion. So Aljo moved up. It's a grappler's delight. These guys are going to be hyper aggressive on their feet because they both want to get to a takedown. I would say Ortega's the better striker, probably just in terms of just pure technique and the skill set. Both are great grapplers, both in different ways. Ortega's more of a submission specialist, really good from his back. Aljamain Sterling's a great wrestler, really good on top. They call him the human backpack because once he gets there, he's not going anywhere. So this is a really fun fight.
It's going to be Fight Night from China, Saturday, 5. It's 5 a.m.
Yeah, I'll be up.
You will. I'll tape delay. I'll tape delay.
You gonna DVR it? What year is this?
I'm going on tape, bro. Look, I'm going to be at PBA Friday night for volleyball.
You hitting that VCR in there and hitting
Hey,
record.
man, it's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be the thing. Anthony Lionheart Smith, kind sir, thank you for what you do. This is like you're not supposed to have favorite kids.
Yeah, right?
You're not supposed to. But I enjoy the conversations because the conversations I have with you, I can't have it with anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And it's greatly appreciated. We're doing it again next week. Anthony Lionheart Smith. We're going to change the name of the thing. So we have to agree on the name.
Okay. Next week could be a different name.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Premiere edition of whatever it's going to be.
Amen.
There we go. Lionheart's Cage. Don't go anywhere. Bach and the Hall of Famer Black Shirt. Terrell Farley will take you through to 3 o'clock. Be kind to each other. Because.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company